The PlayStation Plus games for the month of May have been revealed, and guys, the leaks were true. They were on the money. Battlefield 5, Stranded Deep are the two PlayStation 4 games, and then for PlayStation 5, you're also getting Wreckfest. I think this is going to be seen as one of the weaker months of the year, just because I feel like PlayStation Plus has been bangers after bangers for the last few months. I mean, when you're talking Oddworld Soulstorm, you're talking Final Fantasy VII Remake, there have been some really good months, but this is still a pretty solid month, all things considered, given that, you still get a PlayStation 5 game for the, 4 people that have a PlayStation 5. I know more of you guys have a PS5, you guys get the idea. But I've always seen that be a consistent complaint when it comes to the Plus games, that a lot of the great games are, relegated to just the PlayStation 5, and not all of you guys have one yet. But the two PS4 games are decent, Battlefield 5 and Stranded Deep. The unfortunate thing with Battlefield 5, and this is what we're going to start seeing with these subscription services, we saw it last month with Days Gone, but there's so many different subscription services that there's a lot of overlap in terms of the games that are offered. There's still good offerings. I mean, not everyone has EA Play or whatever, but that is something to ascertain as well. Now, let's give you guys a quick rundown of the game. So, Wreckfest Drive Hard Die Last is the PlayStation 5 version of Wreckfest, which has been out for a little bit. Wreckfest in general has been out for a little bit. The game notes burn rubber, break rules, and shred metal in this full contact racer from the creator of the Flatout games. Race and upgrade patch together cars, improving their looks and toughening up their body armor to survive the epic crashes and neck-to-neck fights over the finish line in competitive races. Enjoy some hilarity in challenge mode as you get behind the wheel of crop harvesters, three-wheelers, and much more that challenge your friends online in multiplayer up to 24 players. Pretty good stuff there. This is a new release. It's dropping May 4th, so again, whenever we're getting new releases on PlayStation Plus, I feel like that's something to be pretty happy about. I know Wreckfest might not be the game that's up everyone's alley, but this is the kind of, demolition racer that I feel like a lot of people can get into outside of those that are just fans of, let's say, sim racers. I don't know, I've always found games like these rather accessible, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys with a PS5 are going to end up digging it quite a bit, but that's just my opinion. Again, unfortunate that it is going to be a PS5 exclusive offering, but you always want to go online, you want to go on the PlayStation app, whatever you can do, and then you want to add it to your library, because ultimately you guys are going to get a PS5. Maybe not in this century, but you will eventually get one, and you'll have Wreckfest, you'll have Oddworld Soulstorm, and you'll have all those games ready to go. I want to reiterate that because I know that there's already people that are not adding games like Control, Ultimate Edition to their library, and they're just kind of missing out because you have a Plus subscription anyway, and you're not doing yourself a favor for the future, because eventually, again, you will get a PS5. Okay, next up, Battlefield 5. I saw quite a bit of, a little bit of controversy when this was, rumored to be a Plus title. Not necessarily controversy, just people being upset, Sometimes the games aren't up everyone's alley. I didn't think Battlefield 5 was terrible. I didn't think it was great at launch, but it has made a lot of improvements. Is it the best Battlefield game? No. Is it even, in my top 3, 4, or 5? Probably not. But I don't think it's a terrible game by any stretch of the imagination. You can play the campaign, you can have some fun in the multiplayer, you can jump in with your buddies now that you're all going to have access to it with a Plus subscription, and you're going to want a Plus subscription anyway to play online, so I don't know, not a bad one, definitely not one that I think a lot of people are going to be super excited about, but still a decent little offering there with BF5. And lastly, Stranded Deep, a survival game that's been out on PS4 for a little bit, I think going back to early 2020. These games are always gonna have a strong audience. I mean, this game has quite the traction on PC. Not really my cup of tea, but hey, it adds some variety to the library as well. Stranded Deep notes, take the role of a plane crash survivor stranded somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Come face to face with some of the most life-threatening scenarios that will result in a different experience each time you play. Scavenge, discover, and survive. The game is surprisingly still in early access on PC, so still making upgrades there. I'm sure it's being updated on PlayStation as well. But yeah, that's another addition, and I don't know what the reception on that one is gonna be, but I saw a little bit of, pushback on that as well. But overall, is this gonna be a month like some of the recent months where people got super excited? No, but I think, hey, if you have a miss month here, and I wouldn't even say that, comparing some of these games to the games offered last year, I would still say, if this month was dropped last year, people would be like, oh, this is an awesome month, but, the standard has been elevated a little bit, so people are just going to have higher expectations with some of the recent months. Still a pretty decent month, all things considered. Just not at the level of some of the recent months, but hopefully things will continue to heat up as we head into the latter months of the year, and I do think they will. I think Sony does have quite an investment in offering quality plus titles. But that's going to wrap up this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hey, am I out to lunch? Are you guys like over the moon with this month's offerings? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.